What's up, and welcome to 5280 Film Room.
We're a Colorado sports podcast by fans for fans.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
You can also email us your input, questions, and ideas at 5280filmroom@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening.
Hey there, Nuggets Nation. Thanks for tuning in and listening. This is 5280 Film Room. I'm Gideon.
I'm Miles.
And we're missing Alyssa and Jordan. They're going to take the reins on the main Avalanche podcasts while Miles and myself take care of the Nuggets. We're going to work our way through the last 3 games, a.k.a. the first 3 games of the NBA season that the Nuggets have played. And it's
off
been
to a hot start, which is
nice. It's been an
nice.
exciting start, yeah.
I mean, we just got off the tail end of the Warriors victory.
Yeah,
victory over the Warriors.
Watched the Nuggets beat the Warriors 100-98. It was sloppy basketball in my opinion,
definitely.
like on both sides. But it's cool to see the Nuggets beat the defending champions. But at the same time, like, we've got some stuff to work on.
Yeah, each of the games we've had a pretty low scoring quarter. We started out slow this game, but then we came back. Tonight for both teams, I think, was just poor shooting is what
Poor
plagued
shooting
them.
all around.
Yeah.
I was going to dive into our free throws.
We were 13% from the field in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's not good.
Plus the free throws.
Yeah, well, when you're dropping, what was it, 17 points in the first quarter?
Yeah.
Like, it's not ideal, especially at home against a high-caliber team like the Warriors.
I mean, it's great we held them to, 25?
Yeah, but that's a pretty average, in my opinion, like 25 is an
Yeah.
average quarter for NBA
But, I mean,
scoring.
it is also the Warriors with 4 All-Stars.
Right, so with
that
Clay
helps.
not being on it,
Yep.
that helps. Going into this game, he had only made 1 3-pointer.
He made maybe 1 or 2 this game. One
But,
for sure. I don't know
mean,
about 2.
Steph even missed, I think, 6 straight before he knocked his first down.
I think there's one point in the game they were talking about him, Steph, Clay, and Durant were like 16 of 47.
Between all 3 of them.
Yeah, and that was
Wow.
late in the third quarter. Which Nuggets got a little bit of a break there, I think.
But props to the Nuggets defense for
Definitely.
not laying down and actually stepping up.
One thing we definitely have to talk about is stemming from last game was Barton's injury.
Against the Suns.
Yeah.
He
definitely
went
rough,
up for
but-
like a pretty hard layup, and as soon as he left his feet, like, you could tell he was in pain. And the news coming out of the locker room today is that it's a strained
Which is
groin.
good. Craig stepped in really well
Which is good.
tonight.
And yeah, Torrey Craig did really well D'ing up against Kevin Durant. Like, imagine it's one of your first NBA starts, and it's like,
Yep.
you have to guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah. All right.
Can I go back to the
Let's go.
bench?
But he stepped up. I mean, he made a few shots. Wasn't a Will Barton offensive performance.
But he's got the body that can actually keep up with a type of player like Kevin Durant. Like,
Yes.
now Kevin
He's got the
Durant
length.
still got his buckets and made sure, like,
But that's Kevin Durant.
you know
he's
who
what,
I am. Yeah.
Multiple scoring champ.
But I think across the board, like, not just Torrey Craig, but a lot of our young Nuggets kind of surprised the starter Warriors.
Yes.
Because Monte Morris was just zipping through these lanes and getting easy layups and making good passes. And
Jamal Murray got into foul trouble early, but Gary Harris is looking sharp.
Gary Harris looks way good. Like, when Barton's not on the floor, it's like, all right, someone's got to step up. And Harris definitely took the reins and stepped up to the challenge, and he put up a pretty solid line.
Yeah, Jokic put up another solid line, but we've come to expect that from Jokic and definitely need that this season if we're going to push into the playoff picture. We're just on the fringe last year.
Well, and I think the biggest issue is, not having Millsap for over half the season last year due to injuries. And that was, I mean, a big reason for us to pull Millsap in was to have like an all-star caliber big to complement Jokic. And now that he's healthy, we're seeing what he brings to the table. Like, he's able to hit some threes. We knew that. We'd seen it last year. But when that kind of production is going to be reliable, that just makes Jokic's job so much easier because no one's double teaming him. They got another big to worry about that can throw it down, hit the three. And the nice part about the Nuggets is, like, we're not really running like a true small forward.
No, we're really not.
Like, today we kind of did with Torrey Craig filling in.
Yes.
But
more so than normal.
Like, the way the Nuggets are built right now, we have a point guard, 2 shooting guards. I mean, even if you want to call Gary Harris like a flex guard, like, fine. We can do two guards and then like a shooting guard floating around. But then our 2 bigs down low, they're not just sitting down low. It's not the Shaquille O'Neal, like, give it to me, I'm going to body someone up and throw it down. Like, they're on the wings, they're setting picks, they're running around, they're passing, they're dribbling.
It seems every time the Nuggets go down court, Jokic has the ball within the first 5 seconds.
Well, that was one of the
run through him
touching points that the announcers were talking about, right? Like, Mike Malone wanted the ball to go through Jokic. Like, Murray's still our point guard, and he's gonna turn into a very good floor general. But right now, like, Jokic is so big, his shot is so good that you got to give him the ball. Like, he's got to at least touch it every possession.
Yeah, his presence on the court is just ridiculous, and touch on his passes.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that kind of court vision against the Suns. I don't know if it was Ariza, it might have been T.J. Warren, but Jokic knew he had the mismatch size, and he was backing him down. And put the ball in his offhand, and the defender came around to rip Jokic.
That was
and
Cannon.
Oh, was it Cannon?
Yeah. Thought he was
but he saw him and was like,
quick.
Oh. And Jokic just steps one way inside, and he's got a wide open lane and an easy bucket. So, no, it's exciting to see Jokic getting better year after year, and he's still playing better and learning.
Yes, definitely. I mean, but he's definitely still learning, but he's getting the feel for it. I mean, he had what, a 30+ perfect
it's becoming
triple-double.
more rhythmic.
Yes, but 30+ perfect. He went 11 for 11 from the field last night. And to couple that with a triple-double, no one has done that since the late 60s, and it was Wilt Chamberlain.
And he played in a completely different era of basketball where there was no three-point line.
And Jokic went 3 for 3, so from deep, which is impressive for
a center.
Anybody going 11 for 11,
especially
triple-double.
But
for
Westbrook
that size,
averaged a triple-double for an entire season. And Westbrook never went 100% from the floor.
But Westbrook's also putting up like 30 shots a game.
Yeah, that's true.
So a perfect one
is all of their offense.
And
we've got a little bit more than that.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say 100% perfect, maybe like 99%. Jokic did miss a free throw, but
from the field goal.
I mean,
percentage.
he was probably 11 for 11 from the field, and I don't know, 7 of 8 from the line.
That's pretty solid. We did shoot our free throws really well against Phoenix, but seeing how many fouls the Warriors gave up early on against the Nuggets, it's frustrating when we go like 60-65% from the line in a close game against a good team like this. Like, the Nuggets only had 8 turnovers against the Warriors' 18 turnovers. That right there, we should be winning more than 2 points.
Yeah.
And then when you're leaving another, 12 to 15 points on free throws just out there, like, No, I think one day this week Mike Malone's got to tell the guys to, hey guys, like we're practicing free throws. I know you don't want to.
That's
but
what we're doing. Everybody
that was big. We took care of the ball. We had minimal turnovers, which was fantastic to see, especially from a young, growing team that we have. But
I mean, still decent core, but I mean, we're definitely, still growing. Building into Malone's system.
Yeah.
A little bit more and more.
And as the year progresses, they're going to mesh even better than they are right now. And, you're seeing Malik Beasley, Torrey Craig, and, well, we drafted Torrey Craig this year, right?
I
believe so.
I believe so.
But these guys like Wancho, who's been around.
Gacho block.
Who's been around for at least a year. They know the system, they know the players, but now they're actually getting substantial playing time. And yeah, Wancho had the game-winning block, and that's huge. That puts his name in announcers' mouths, and people start like, well, who's this guy? And then he's close to being a 7-footer who can shoot the three, and it's cool to see the Nuggets doing well on their scouting, pulling in foreign players that nobody has any idea who they are. Like, we drafted Jokic, like, 41st overall, like, in the second round.
Which is crazy.
And now he's one of the best players in the league. And this year hasn't even really gotten into gear. And this is supposed to be an even bigger year than it was last year.
If we can maintain our home presence as far as a record goes at home, I think we're going to
Well, last year we won 30 games at home?
I think it was, 31-15?
It was pretty solid.
At home?
That's way good.
Yeah.
Wait, you played 41 at home. So I think we were 30 and 11.
30 and 11 maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Either way, if you can win 30 games
it's
at home,
nuts.
like, it makes it a little bit easier to make it to the playoffs. And unfortunately, we missed the playoffs by one game last year against the Timberwolves, and it came down to the Timberwolves. We were fighting with them for that spot, and I think that one went into overtime too. Like, that was a frustrating game to watch because it's like, we know the Nuggets are the better team.
Oh yeah.
But with all of our cylinders firing at full power this year, like, it's a no-brainer. Like, even with Barton gonna miss maybe a week or two, depending on the extent of his groin injury, I'm not worried. After seeing what they were able to do against the Warriors with no Barton.
Well, I mean, and we haven't even talked about the two additions that don't even have a set date to return to the court.
Yeah, we got
Michael Porter Jr.
Isaiah Thomas and MPJ. Yeah. It's going to be exciting. A lot of people don't think MPJ is going to play this year, but I think he's healthier than the Nuggets are really letting off.
I would hope so. But
I think he's like almost game ready. Like,
that would be sweet.
I could see him playing.
I would love to see him start playing.
I think personally I'd like to see him play by Christmas, but I think the team's probably like, we'll wait until All-Star break and then reassess where we're at as a team. Yep. Like, do we need you out here?
Yep.
Or
maybe kind of like redshirt him.
Yeah, redshirt him. But I do think at one point we will see Michael Porter Jr. maybe not starting, but at least, 10 to 15 minutes a game.
Because get his feet back under him, ease back into it.
Yeah, he's an athlete. He'll be able to recover quickly.
Definitely, hopefully not disrupt our current rhythm.
Yeah, he's got to definitely buy into the system. He can't do what he wants to do, but he's very, very young. Like, technically didn't even have a college career. Played 2 games. 3 games?
3 games, I think.
2 full games.
If that.
Well, because I think he played his college opener, and then I think the second game got hurt, and then he played one more in the tournament.
Something like that, yeah.
And then got knocked out.
Yeah.
So, like,
it wasn't.
This kid knows high school basketball and, like, a smidge of NCAA basketball. And now he's in the pros. So there's going to be a big learning curve for him to get up to speed with, what's expected of you, like not just as a player, but as an individual. Like you are part of an
On the court
organization
and off the
on
court.
the court, off the court. And,
Yeah.
he's got some fancy advertisements out there right now, like with like some car commercials and stuff, trying to make a little bit of extra money on the side because he's on that rookie contract, but he's not doing anything either.
Yeah, he's also never had this type of
Exposure,
treatment. Both. I mean, he definitely had, I would say, the exposure when it comes to
people knowing
him being
his
a
name.
prospect and his offensive ability. It'll be exciting to see him on the court, but I think Isaiah is going to be more beneficial to our team, especially from our bench
in the short term.
In the short term,
like he will be making a difference, and he's gonna.
I'd be kind of surprised if we don't see him by Christmas.
I'm
least
gonna be
working
surprised
through.
if we don't see him by Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Like I'm saying,
like
3 weeks.
couple soon. It's around the corner.
Like I'm hoping IT, especially with Barton out. Like, well,
how you feeling?
you gotta step in because maybe they bring IT in and put Gary Harris on the bench and then Jamal Murray at shooting guard. I don't know. I don't think Mike Malone's gonna mess things up that much, but I could definitely see IT being in a starting position if we
Or
have
being that
one more
six-man
injury
role.
in addition with Will Barton.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he immediately would step into like that sixth man role.
How many minutes do you think he's going to take away from Monte Morris?
That's tough. I mean, if we
'Cause
don't
he's already
if we don't
putting
need
in-
him,
But he's young
Rest
and
him.
he's promising.
no, I'm
Well,
saying
oh,
IT.
IT. Yeah.
If we don't need IT, just like MPJ, why rush him back? I mean,
Yeah.
we lost Barton. We maintained in that game against the Suns and then won with Craig in there.
And our money's
Craig was already part of the game plan because he was going to be guarding Booker.
Yeah. But so Monte Morris put up 22 minutes today against the Warriors. That's some pretty substantial time for a young kid.
Warriors
Like he's
do
like
tend
21.
to run a little smaller, so
But
I mean,
he
he's
kept
still
up. That's what I'm
small,
saying.
but yeah.
He kept up with them. Like,
Definitely.
Shot 4 of 10, one
Nice.
from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-pointer, which is pretty average. I would say his 4 from 10 from the field might be a little below average for a point guard, but he had 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yeah.
So this dude is all over the place. Like he's not just doing one thing
Just
or two
taking a
things.
few
Like
shots,
he's
moving around.
showing us that he
Yep.
can do a little bit of everything. And he's not scared to like get in the fray.
No, definitely not.
So it's exciting to see from a young guy like that. He's 23. So a little bit older than I was thinking, but even
I
still.
mean, we've got one of the youngest teams just in general.
Yeah, our 2 oldest dudes is Millsap and Isaiah Thomas. And Isaiah Thomas is like 29.
Yeah. Millsap's what, 33
Yeah.
ish?
And then Jokic is 27.
I thought Jokic was
Or
like
25.
23,
23?
24.
20?
I don't know.
I
But
got
I know.
it.
I mean,
got it right
Barton's 27. Craig is 27. Murray's what it is. He must be like 25.
here.
26.
Yeah, Jokic is 23. So yeah, like our starting core, like not including Millsap, are all under. Oh no, Barton's 27. That's what it is. 27 and under, except for Millsap. That's
Yeah.
our starting line. And then you go to the bench, and then they're even younger. Like Juancho Gomez is like 21, 22. MPJ when he's coming back. Like this dude's 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it'll be nice to see.
the Nuggets are going to be set for the next. Well, we got Jokic locked down for 5, and
Yep. And he's playing like he got paid.
yeah, which is great. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's what
He's
we
not
want.
pulling a Kenneth Fareed.
Nope. We've had a little too much of that.
Yeah, the Nuggets were definitely stuck with some terrible contracts from like 2010 to like 2016. It was like we were drowning in paying these dudes that were not productive.
Well, we also had that nothing when it comes to allure for bringing stars here.
Right.
Like zero.
After Melo left, there was nothing.
Leave. Yeah.
Melo didn't even want to come to Denver in the first place. Like, there's nothing here in Denver. And then he came here and was like, all right, like, it's not that bad.
It's all right.
But no, he wanted to go home, play for the Knicks. Because, no, he grew up in New York or Baltimore.
Given who Jokic is, he's just like that average guy. We were talking about it watching the game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like that average dude. And I could see him totally just being, I'm a Nugget for life.
Yeah. And, I mean, he doesn't care about, I need 28 points a game. Like, he doesn't care about that. Like, is the team winning? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll get some rebounds.
What do you need me to do?
Show me where I need to be. Like, I'll run around. I'll set some picks. Like, let's play basketball. And that's what's kind of cool about these international players is, the NBA is obviously the largest basketball. What word am I looking for? It's gone. Organization, I guess.
Association.
Association in the world. It draws the most people's attention, and that's why you have these players that are really flashy. But on the international level, when you're talking about like foreign countries' own professional basketball circuits, like they're playing fundamental basketball. Like think about like the Pau Gasol, the Tim Duncans, the Dirk Nowitzkis. Like that's what these dudes play like on an international level. They're not.
Now we got Jokic, Doncic. Mm-hmm. There's dudes all over.
But they play. They're there to play basketball. Guys. They're not there to be famous.
Yeah. No.
They're not there to make millions and millions of dollars. Like some of these videos I see of Jokic like walking around and stuff, I'm like, this dude, like how does he's getting paid $30 million a year this year, and this dude doesn't even look like he has a job sometimes. Like he's just wearing like basketball shorts, a t-shirt, and he's got like a big gulp in his hand. Just like, hey guys.
What's up? Let's play basketball.
He's just a normal ass dude.
Like, hey guys. Yeah. He's a great personality, but also he's got that work ethic that just, I mean, he was bulldogging some of the guys tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to...
No, he's bodying them up and not being
he's strong
afraid
when he needs to be, but
get a little
flashy,
physical.
but he's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Magician.
I like it. But no, going to the games, it's funny watching the Jumbotron where they do the joking with Joker. For those of you that are tuning in for some Nuggets knowledge, Jokic's nickname is the Joker. And so if you haven't been to a Nuggets game, I highly recommend go to a Nuggets game, especially this year. We're doing well.
Oh, yeah.
We're already in the top 10 for NBA power rankings across the league, so it's a great opportunity to become a Nuggets fan or renew your Nuggets pride. But watching Jokic try to tell jokes, he's just
like, I bet that's entertaining.
It's just so...
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
It's like unfunny, and that's what makes it funny.
Yes.
And they give him like a little Seinfeld like logo and everything where it's like joking with Joker.
Just that little mini sitcom.
Yeah. And then always like dad jokes or something, and he's just like looks at the camera like, was that a good one? Did I do the delivery right?
It's a good guess.
Because I was like English is his second language. Like,
so he's still
dude's from Serbia.
Still learning. Yeah.
So looking forward, I guess, to these next few days.
Who do we got coming up?
So Monday, we've got an off day, which is nice, and we'll still be at home against the Sacramento Kings. I definitely think we win that game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, because if we can win against the Kings, that means the Nuggets are 4-0.
Yep.
And
it's a great start to the season.
It's a huge start. I was talking to a buddy earlier this week, and we were just kind of looking through the first 10 games of the Nuggets before the regular season started, and we both agreed like Nuggets going 6-4 or 7-3 is definitely in the realms of possibility. And the questionable matchups that we thought
one of them probably was tonight.
Was tonight against the Warriors.
A big win.
Huge win. Another questionable one would be against the Lakers. Obviously, they've got LeBron.
Is that in LA?
It's in LA as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
And Lonzo Ball's getting eased back in.
Yep.
I don't think he's starting or like full caliber or full minutes yet, but he's definitely getting an increasing workload. So we play the Lakers on Thursday. But the other two games that we were worried about when we were looking at the schedule was the Jazz and the Celtics. That's on November 3rd and November 5th. Both of those games are at home, but the Jazz are another one of these young, exciting teams that's up and coming. And Donovan Mitchell showed us last year, he is a force.
Definitely. And now they have Rubio back. I mean, at the tail end of the season last season.
Yeah, he missed
Rubio was out
2-3 straight weeks.
Yeah.
And then he might have grabbed a game here and a game there.
But Gobert's
it
been a perennial
defender.
All
well, he won.
team.
I think he won Defenseman of the Year last year.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or defender.
Yeah. But I mean, he's always on the all-defensive, all-team defensive team or whatever. Yeah.
All NBA.
Yeah.
But against Boston, that's another scary one because.
And then there's Joe Ingles.
For the Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now the Boston's has Kyrie and Hayward back. Plus everyone else they had last year.
And they got better.
They got better.
Jaylen Brown got better. Jason Tatum got better.
Got a lot better, I think. Yeah, it's
so that's gonna be a tough
those
game.
Are
gonna be the real tests for the Nuggets. I think is gonna be Lakers, Jazz, Celtics. Now in between there we have the Pelicans. That's
that'll be a good big
Anthony
man matchup.
Davis.
Yeah.
So two of the best centers in the league, banging it out
completely different styles of play.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool to see Jokic. Jokic is gonna have to play lights out defense.
Oh yeah. What he's been working on all offseason.
I hope so.
Come out.
I sure hope so. But after the Pelicans, we've got the Bulls, and they've kind of fallen apart over the last few years. And then we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers after that. And after LeBron leaving, J.R. Smith is their leader.
So Cleveland's Cleveland.
Cleveland has turned back into Cleveland.
Yes.
So
in basketball realm.
Yeah, I mean, going up to basically the first weekend of November, I think the Nuggets. The Nuggets have a great opportunity to win, 5 to 7 straight. If we can start this season off 7-0,
that'd be sweet. Even just starting the first 10, 8-2.
Yeah, would be. I was gonna be happy with 6-4 or 7-3, but right now, a 3-0. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Oh, yeah, no. There's 82 games in a season. It's a long season, but the Clippers are a good team. The Suns are also another young, up and coming team that can be better. But then,
Ayton was looking good. He just got in foul trouble early.
Yeah, but with the close win that we got over the Warriors tonight, I'm very, very optimistic for the Nuggets' short-term future. Even though, Barton's out, we still have shown that we can maintain this production. And as long as we can continue holding these teams under 100 points, that's going to put us in the best possible position to win.
Yes. If we can run the ball, score the points, but maintain on defense, we're in for a good year. Go see some Nuggets games.
Limited turnovers too. No, I'm really excited for this year. Definitely want to get at least 3 games attended this year, minimum.
That should happen.
Out of the 41 home games, we've already missed 2. 39 more left.
We got options.
But I think we'll wrap it up after that, and we will let you guys know when the next podcast is airing for the Nuggets. Keep up to date with us on our Facebook and Instagram. Please follow us over there. And we hope to hear from you either in the comments, or you can also email us at 5280filmroom@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Laters.
Peace.